What is up, everybody? Welcome once again to my YouTube channel and or Twitch channel. And today we are going to continue with our F1 2019 career mode. We are still with the Rocket Williams team, and today we are at the Albert Park, home of our season opener. We are ready then for the Australian Grand Prix. Bullish team, how are you doing, man? Welcome to the live stream. Let's get ourselves started. First, let's take a look at our workstation, and as you guys can see, we have a couple messages for us. Okay, so Claire Williams giving us the welcome to the team. Hi Ruben, welcome to the team. Between yourself and George, I'm sure we can have a fantastic season. My door's always open if you need anything. Carl, as I've mentioned before, keeping on top of research and development is critical to improve the car's performance. You also need to actively manage the limited supply of gearboxes and power unit components throughout the season. You can find detailed explanations on how to manage these areas via the pause menu. If I have seen the DLC for the game, yes, I've seen every helmet, every glove. Some of them look cool. I don't like the fact that some of them you can only get if you pay. Like, I would be fine if you were able to unlock everything just by playing the game. Because like if you want to get it right away, you can pay, but you can, by dedicating to the game, you can get everything. I don't like the fact that some of them are exclusive for payment. Yeah, I would like to see the people who get the most committed to the game to get rewarded. So yeah, I don't really like the fact that some of those cosmetics are exclusively behind the paywall. So from Emma, we have a summary of our contract, which is great. In terms of the goals update, score 3 Drivers' Championship points within the next 2 race weekends. What team do you think we are on, Emma? We have, of course, the hards, the mediums, and the softs as always. And we are going to get, okay, it's going to rain at qualifying, and it's going to be dry for the race. Okay. So, we still have our contract in progress, of course, as you guys can see. And yeah, the rivalries
is a great way to earn respect from your team and around the paddock, which will help make it easier to negotiate favorable contracts. Your first rival is always your teammate, but you can choose who to declare as your second. The harder the rival from the eligible selection, the more respect you stand to gain or lose depending on the result.
Okay, so we have no available rivals at the moment, and of course our first rival is our teammate. Let's take a look at the R&D 3. As you guys can see, we still have the... what's the name? The pre-season testing thing, so Ferrari is the best team alongside Mercedes. Okay. So that's the order, as you guys can see. Why? Oh, never mind. Okay. I was checking why is Racing Point called SP Score, and then I realized Sports Pesa Score. Okay. I didn't know it was SP Score. I thought it was just Sports Pesa Racing Point F1 team. Now, R&D progress okay, no progress whatsoever, as you guys can see, but we do have the opportunity to start upgrading the car. Let's take a look at the R&D 3. So, we have quite a few upgrades. We have only 19 upgrades in the powertrain, the chassis and aerodynamics, so I will start by going with some work on the downforce. Okay, that's the efficiency, that's the quality control. Okay, let's see what we have. Rear downforce or front downforce. I would rather have front downforce. That's going to be delivered at China. Wow, that's quite a bit. And rear downforce and durability. I'm gonna get the general durability, of course. Okay, so yeah, everything is ready then. Let's get ourselves started. Yeah, I don't really need the tire location, is fine. So you have the C2, C3 and C4 compounds available today. Okay, let's get ourselves ready for the first practice session of the season. Let's get ourselves going for the Australian Grand Prix. Let's see how it goes. Let's see what we can do today.
Welcome to Melbourne and the inaugural event of the F1 2019 Championship season. The session is starting shortly and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. A feeling that anything can happen this year, and if it does, well, this weekend could be the opening chapter to one of the most exciting F1 seasons ever. Joining me in the commentary box is, of course, Anthony Davidson, and it's great to have you back again. What can you tell us about this year's roster? There are some new faces this year, aren't there?
Absolutely, Crofty. There's been a number of interesting signings over the last few months. Where would you like to start?
Let's talk about the captain.
Right, well, this is definitely someone to keep an eye on. Well, they've been signed up likely in no small part due to the way they carried themselves in the Formula 2 Championship. They have a great track record of putting the team first. At one of the races, they even gave up their own position when their car had a technical issue, so that their teammate, Lucas Weber, who also debuts here today, could get ahead. That kind of team spirit could take them a long way this season.
Those two aren't the only new faces from Formula 2 this season, are they?
No, this season will introduce fans to George Russell and Lando Norris, two very promising young British drivers. Plus, we'll meet Alexander Albon from Thailand, and finally, Devon Butler. Now, Devon was a bit of a controversial figure in Formula 2 last year. He racked up a lot of penalties over the course of the season, including one where he collided with his closest rival. It was a nasty clip. Now, certainly after the event, they were nothing but professional in terms of how they spoke about the incident with Devon, but it's hard to imagine them being as polite about it behind closed doors. I think this rival will be one to keep an eye on over the next few races, as both drivers take their first steps into the world of Formula 1.
Hey Sid, welcome to the live stream, man. How are you doing? Yes, it does look great. This cutscene does look great.
This first race of the season is always quite difficult for us trackside, and for those back at the factory as well, as it's the first time the car has run since winter testing. The more consistent mileage you can get in these sessions, the happier we'll be.
Okay, so garage tutorial apparently.
In Korea, you'll be able to utilize these sessions to complete practice programs, which will help you learn the track and earn you points that can be invested in developing your car. You'll also be able to adjust your car setup over the course of these sessions to try and find those extra fractions of a second. The sporting regulations dictate that after each free practice session, you'll have to hand back 2 sets of your dry tyre allocation for the weekend. So get the most out of them while you can.
Okay, so let's get ourselves started. We have time management, fuel, ERS, so it's the same, right? Yeah, it's the same ones since from last year. In terms of the car setup, let me see. Could I load a setup from the Steam workshop? Is there anyone? Let me see. Is there any? Are there any of those already? Wait, what? We don't have workshop? I'm getting like the community page. I'm not getting the workshop. Is this game... Wow. Does it really not have... What, mate? Huh. That is weird. That is weird. Okay. It's unfortunate. You wonder how Williams is going to handle like a tank, most probably. Yeah. I'm a bit lost in terms of all this.
We have a number of programs to run during these practice sessions. You can check the details in the car monitor. We'll get good data for both the race and factory teams, so they're well worth running.
I'm quite lost about all of this, I would say. I really have no idea. Yeah, let's start with the track acclimatization. Let's drive out there.
Okay, let's update the setup. A bit like a river out on track. Try to take it easy for a couple of laps.
Oh boy, the grip is so much different. Oh yeah, I can do that corner full throttle now. This is back to what I'm used to. Okay, so I'll keep the racing line on for practice. Maybe for the race, I will deactivate it.
Okay, your goal is to get through as many corner gates as quickly and precisely as possible. Remember to activate your DRS in the DRS zone as well. DRS zone is coming up. Get ready to open it. Distance is on your MFD.
Maybe a little bit too high of brake pressure. But yeah, our teammate from F2 went to Alfa Romeo, and Butler is going for Toro Rosso. Or is already at Toro Rosso. Okay, a perfect lap. Good start to the session.
Complete, and that was a very good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that.
I'm gonna drive in, guys, for this first season, because I want to stay on top of the reliability. I will drive in and out of every practice program. Hey Stuart, Mahiri Stuart, welcome to the live stream. How are you doing, man? Finally, someone uses Williams for the career mode. Yeah, I'm using Williams for the career mode because in F1 2018 I also started with Williams, but I had a bug in the save file. I don't know what happened with it, but like my save file got corrupted or something, so I lost the save file and I couldn't take Williams to the top. So today, or this game, I want to finish the job and bring Williams up to the top. But yeah, I will be driving in and out of like doing the full laps because I want to stay on top of the fuel, of the tire, of the engine wear. So yeah. Oh, I was speeding in the pit lane? Huh. I really like, I would like, man, if I got the money to, I would buy one of those Williams shirts. I like them, I really do like them. The black with the blue, they really look cool in my opinion. They look better than the white and blue of the car. The black with that blue looks nice. Or nicer. Okay, so, tire management now. Let's drive out.
checks complete. All personnel be aware, we have a car leaving.
Hey Igor, welcome to the live stream. Why am I live streaming now? I told you guys I was going to do a 24-hour live stream. So I've started at midnight and I'm going to live stream until tomorrow at midnight. Wait, why is Butler... No! Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I wanted race director. I wanted to see the race director. Why is Butler... What? Wait. Does Butler... Is that a visual glitch? Oh, Butler is in the Toro... Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I was mistaking Butler for Weber. Cause like, Weber Weber is at Alfa Romeo, and I was like, why the hell is Butler looking in blue? No, he's in the Toro Rosso. I was mixing them up. Okay, but yeah, I came back to the garage by mistake. God damn it. Let's go for the tire management and drive out.
When you're ready, let's go.
No idea why you like... Well, it's... I mean, yeah, I do like Russell and I like Kubica, even though I honestly don't think they should have brought Kubica in. Not that he's not a talented driver, but like they are basically ruining his career. Because yeah, it's a great story for him to come back, but what is he going to do in a Williams, you know? Oh, a bit of understeer there. Can I make the writing on the screen a bit bigger? Oh, okay. I'll do that. Is that better? Let me know. Let me know if you need further changes or not. I don't want it to be covering too much of the screen, though. Yeah, it's showing over the time things now, isn't it? So I'll bring it down a bit. Okay. Yeah, I'll bring it down. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, tire management. Let's see what we can do.
We need to be sure you can manage the tires through a lap, so try to keep the wear down through each corner. Be especially careful accelerating on corner exit.
Oh, the textures on the tires. They look much better now. Only now I'm noticing, but they look much better. Oh god, I'm smacking the Delta in the ass. Wow, I'm really kicking the Delta. I lowered the gamma on the graphics options because the game still has that bit, like it looks still too bright. If you guys remember at Bahrain, it looks like the track has a smoke factory besides it, right? I'm going fast, but I'm destroying the tires apparently.
We managed the pace well that lap, and tyre wear is more or less as expected.
I'm trying to not push the tires at all. JD said big patch coming soon to update the performance. Yeah.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can talk you through the numbers.
Okay, so we got it done, which is the important thing. Y'all remember when Williams were good? I don't remember when Williams were good. I mean, if by unless you mean yeah, they were good in 2014, right? So yeah, I do remember 2014 when they locked out the front row at Austria rather. But no, I wasn't around when Williams was getting championships. I mean, maybe I was around, I just wasn't watching F1. Hã?
Sabes que horas são?
Sei que eles são o quê?
Acordei contigo a falar alto.
Ah, ok. But yeah, I was born in 95, so yeah, I don't really remember when Williams were winning championships. Let's bring the car back home. Oh boy. Yeah, you remember. I remember when Mansell won and their car was about 2 seconds faster than everybody else. Yeah, it was because of what was the name of it? Active suspension? Was that it? I think it was, wasn't it? Okay, fuel management. Let's get going for it. Oh, and I went to a flying lap. God damn it! I'm just getting like I still have muscle memory from this from the stuff at the 2018 game.
tried testing fuel management here, so try to lift and coast going into the corners. Don't be too aggressive on the power, but remember, you still have to beat the minimum lap time.
Yeah, these practice programs look very easy. I don't know how the AI is. I'm going to maintain 102 AI for now. If I'm like beating them easily, I will change it, but yeah, the McLaren was 2 seconds slower and was still taking the fight to them. It was easier than last year. Oh, okay. Okay, got it.
I just want to remind you to keep an eye on your tyre temperatures, which you can do on the temperature panel of the MFD. We monitor carcass temperature and surface temperature, and you'll get the best performance when they're both inside a normal operating window. Surface temps tend to fluctuate faster, so try a few laps with the data open and get a feel for how to
This is a win for us! This is a win!
Hey Stuart, thanks a lot, man. Glad you are enjoying the live stream. Thanks a lot for the sub. Welcome to the pit crew. Thanks a lot, man. Glad you are enjoying the live stream. Bottas just got the fastest lap. Okay, oh. Just trying to get out of the way of cars that are on flying laps. Your headset broke, so you can't play the new... Oh, wow, that's unfortunate. My headset also broke, that's why I'm using earplugs. But yeah, my headset also broke last week or so. By the way, let me check. And of course I have them swapped. Can't really see the other side of the garage, unfortunately. Let's move to the ERS management. Let's drive out.
All set. Everyone clear? Car to track.
Who are my pit crew? Anyone, like anyone of those YouTubers on my pit crew? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, Prost was also a great driver. He's called the professor for a reason, right? going to take another lap, just warming stuff up and getting ready for the program.
This is the ERS management test. Hit the target time whilst managing your battery charge. The more efficiently you use energy throughout the lap, the higher you will score. Remember that you can change your ERS deployment settings via the MFD.
My wheel just trolled me there. Changed my camera mid-corner. Wonder what race strat will be for 100% race, 2 stops or 1 stops. I'll see what the game throws at me. Oh, this target lap time is actually giving a fight at me. This delta. Done.
That lap puts us into 10th. P10.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh, how close I got to that wall. How close I got to the wall. Okay, I'll bring the car home.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Yeah, just really trying to control the engine wear. I guess I'm just locking up, trying to enter the pits. I have to brake earlier. Yeah. I don't recognize anyone. Does the handling feel different? I'm not pushing the car yet. I think it feels better. Honestly, to me, it feels better. But I'm not pushing too much, but it does feel better in my opinion. Let's just get to the second practice session.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top 3. who are Leclerc, Bottas and Sebastian Vettel. And if today's practice is anything to go by, we're in for an exceptional weekend of Formula One.
Okay.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. It's been a lot of hard work, but here you are making your debut in Formula One. You must be thrilled.
Getting
How are you finding things at the team? Are you settling in? What are you expecting out of this season? Are you just aiming to find your feet in Formula One, or do you see something more? Great. Well, that's everything.
Okay. So yeah, I have to be a bit more of a showman, because apparently Williams likes showmanship. So yeah, that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and be a showman as much as I can. We are going back to the motorhome, because like if you skip practice sessions, you don't get as many points, because every practice session you get a couple points just for participating in it. So I'm going to take my last practice programs into the second practice session. Yeah, session participation 25 points. It might not be too much, but it adds up for sure. Everyone likes me a bit more, okay. And yeah, let's get to the second practice session. But yeah, I don't think the handling feels too much different. I don't know. I haven't been pushing the car, but yeah, just trying to... The Formula 2 is a real challenge, in my opinion. Like, a little downforce they are a fun challenge. I had to push myself to win that F2 title. I really had to push myself. And I had lots of luck, because Butler started in P4, but he had a bad start, so he dropped down to P7. And I was in P9, and then everyone he overtook, I was overtaking, and I caught up to him. I overtook him in the last lap to win the championship. That was really amazing. It wasn't the cleanest racing ever, as we banged wheels, but it was the last race. It was the last chance I had to overtake him as well. So yeah, let's get going for the race simulation.
Okay, the track is green right now, so take a few laps to get the tyres up to temperature. Try and feel your way around.
Try and feel my way around. I will. I'm not used to driving the Williams. I'm not used to having such a short run from the pit to the end of the pit lane. Okay, again, just trying to stay on top of the tire wear, not the tire wear, the engine wear, so I do drive in and out of the pits every single practice session to make sure I don't get simulated engine wear. And I've done the experiments. The game does give you more engine wear. The game does give you more engine wear if you simulate. If you jump into the garage and go straight into the flying lap, the game simulates your engine wear and gives it more than if you were the one driving up to there. I need a bit more front wing, or at least more bright from the front tires. Maybe a bit more negative camber in the front tires, so I can get a bit more of turn in. Yeah, I'm completely smacking the delta.
Great lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
Okay, 2 more laps like this, and we are going to get easily purple rating on this practice program. You know what? I'm actually going to practice. Okay. I locked my rear tires there.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
There are a few corners I need to pay more attention to the braking zone. I need to get some more references in terms of the braking zones. Yeah, I kept... Seven, 8 wing, 50-70. Did you find the setup?
Great lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
Where did you get that setup from, Sid? By the way, thank you very much for that, but where did you get it from? But yeah, we've gotten purple already, so let's bring it to the pits. Ah, by 2 kpms again. I sped into the pits. Yeah, it's just practice, so I'm not really getting penalized, but yeah. I'm gonna tweak that 7-8 wings 50-70. I'm not going for the 50 on throttle because I prefer higher. Oh, it's from past games. Yeah, like those other settings. You don't have ballast in this game. So everything is changed because you don't have ballast in this game. So yeah. I will do some tweaks though, because I felt the need to do them. I'm gonna do that.
Our best lap so far is a 1 minute 28.3.
Okay. Let's try that out then. Let's get going for the qualifying pace simulation. Let's drive out there, see what we can pull off.
Complete. We're ready.
I would like to be able to see the other side of the garage, god damn it. By the way, I haven't changed. Oh, whatever.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
Let's see what we can do with these tires. Oh yeah, yeah, the geometry, yes, the geometry might not be changed at all, but it sure changes the suspension and the wings.
Tyres, just give it everything. In this test, we want to make sure we can lap close to our rival's pace.
I'm using 7 in the front and 6 in the rear. What is Russell doing? Like, Russell, mate. Come on, Hamilton. I'm trying to block him.
Test complete, and that was a very good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that.
My wheel double downshifted there, so I lost the rear. Maybe that was a good shot. God damn it, these cameras. Deja vu, I've just been in this place before. That was fun. Okay, so yeah, Hamilton of course pulls off the fastest lap time. But okay, we got purple on that last practice program. I'm satisfied with it. So we're going to get ourselves ready. Okay, so maybe I should go 8-8 wing with Williams. I like less swing than you do. Oh, okay, the car will feel different with more fuel. That is true. That is true. So I'll do that, and I'll keep 7-7 and go 8-7 for the race.
Our best lap so far is a 1:20.
The session has drawn to a close, so let's review our top three. Hamilton, Leclerc, and Max Verstappen. And that's it. Practice is officially over. Until next time, goodbye.
Okay, goodbye. Oh, Hamilton and Leclerc 1,000th of a second. Okay, that is close. Let's get ourselves back to the motorhome, collect our resource points. The loadings take so long to get through? I can't do... Yeah, I can't try time trials, so I'm just going to... Like, I got tips. There is a person I know from League Racing that adds the beta. It didn't tell me actual setups, but it told me what I should be looking for generally, you know? Okay, so 430 resource points, which is great. And we have a couple more messages to us. So, season objectives. Okay, we have to show pinches in the first part of the season, as we expect our initial pace to be towards the back of the grid. But don't worry, everyone's working hard and we have great investment in the team. As long as you do your bit, we should be able to move towards the middle of the pack over the course of the year. Any tips then? Lower rear wing than front wing, a softer suspension in the front than the rear, and be aggressive on the rake. Have at least 2 clicks of the ride height more at the rear. Have 2 clicks more at the rear than at the front. Of course, the more extreme the rake is, the less top speed you can get. So depending on the track, you might have to actually go to only 1 point of difference between the front and the ride, the front and the rear ride height. But those are the tips I got. Qualifying is going to be in the rain, so thank you very much, game. The race is going to be completely dry though, so I'm not going to set up the car for the rain. There are a few tricky spots on the circuit here. In particular, be careful at turns 5 and 9. The curbs are high, and if you take too much, you'll spin right off the track. Also, keep in mind it's a slow speed limit in the pit lane here, more so than a lot of other circuits. So take care not to exceed, as it will be flat out on the entry. Finally, don't cut turn 12 too much. That's the fast right at the high speed chicane. There's time to be found here if you keep your foot in, but first, it's easy to unsettle the car, and second, it's easy to get a penalty. You gotta find that balance, okay? Okay then. Great stuff. Well, glad you are enjoying it. Hopefully you put those tips to good use. And we can still select a rival. We don't have enough points to start upgrading anything. So let's get ourselves going then. Let's get ready for the first qualifying of the season. God damn it, I can't speak today. Let's get ready then for the qualifying session for the Australian Grand Prix. Let's see how it goes. Can I show my setup? Yes. It's mostly the default setup with just a few changes, but...
We're just about ready to kick off today's qualifying here in Melbourne. It's the Australian Grand Prix. So, could be a tasty one today then, Ants. We've got all the ingredients, that's for sure. Treacherous conditions, an ever-changing racetrack, and 1 or 2 cars just behind the pace setters who maybe, just maybe, fancy a bit of an upset after a good performance from them in free practice.
And the question has to be, of course, what is that circuit going to look like in 10 to 15 minutes from now? If you think the rain's going to get worse, then you have to be straight out when the lights go green to find whatever grip you can. But if it eases off, then you're better off waiting, saving the tyres, and going out at the perfect moment. The other thing that comes with these conditions, traffic.
That's
and the lack
Butler.
of visibility that comes from sitting in the spray. It's going to be a constant problem, and I expect to see a lot of frustrated drivers with ruined laps out there today.
That was Butler there in the Toro Rosso. Okay, lads. Let's get going then. Of course, I'm going to keep the racing line on, because I'm not used to driving in the wet. But yeah, session info. It's not going to ease off at all. I'm going to do that. Going with that. Fuel load. Okay. And let's get out there. Do a couple laps.
All complete. Mechanics, please stand clear. We're ready to go.
I'm interested to see if they improved the graphics in the rain. Last season there was a big improvement, but for this one, at least on the monitor they look the same. Like the rain on your face looks the same. The water on the track doesn't look like it changed as well, so yeah. Now, I've been told the AI gets faster. Oh, yeah, I forgot to show the setup. I'll show the setup. I forgot to show the setup. I will show it once I come back to the garage. Give me a moment. Okay, yeah, it's going to be tricky because we are going to have a dry race, so we are going to have to run a dry weather setup. Oh boy. Oh. This car just doesn't want to stay straight, does it? Yep, worst lap time of the table. Oh God! Wow, that was quite the snap. I'm short shifting and I still lose the rear like that. Williams doesn't like the rain, yeah. It sure looks like it. Okay, yeah, maybe I will have, yeah, I guess I will increase the difficulty At least so far in qualifying. I'm getting P4. I beat a McLaren. What? I guess I put the difficulty too easy. I dropped the difficulty because I was told the AI was much harder. Let's bring the car home. Hopefully in one piece.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
JD said 110 AI is much easier. Wow, I have heard the reverse. I've done a faster lap than Hamilton. What? Yeah, anything higher than P15 would be too easy. Yeah, I guess so. I'm actually going to just simulate 2Q2. Now watch before I get the BS lap times from the AI, but oh well. But I'm going to go to Q2 and like if I get a top 10 position even with BS simulated lap times, yeah, something is wrong. Oh, I have to...
Our best lap so far is a 1 minute 38.3.
Okay, I'm finally going down the order. But I was 1 second faster than Russell. Wonder if the BS lap times... Maybe they were, I don't know. But, oh no, the BS lap times are still in. Because I was 10th, I dropped to P16. Did I get knocked out? I did. Yeah, I did get knocked out. But yeah, I had BS lap times. Because I was in 10th and I dropped to P16. Okay. I'm going to increase the AI then. Gonna put it at 104 for now and see how it goes. Okay. Back to the motorhome then. We beat our teammate, so we are leading that rivalry. Okay, 570 points.
Alright, I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
I'm gonna do that one. And let's get ourselves started then with the... yeah, let's get ourselves going for the race then. See how the race goes and I can judge better. Yeah. Okay, the AI are very quick compared to me at Bahrain. I usually lose out a lot to the AI at Bahrain,
New
so...
drivers, new cars, it's a new Formula One season. But it's the same Albert Park that we've come to know and love for more than 2 decades now that plays host to round 1 of a 21 race championship that takes us from here in Australia across the globe and the eventual season finale at the Yas Island circuit in Abu Dhabi. So here we are at Albert Park Circuit. 3.3 miles of public roads, closed for the weekend of course, make for a bumpy surface with little undulation. There are 16 corners around the lake with the best passing opportunities coming at turn 1 and turn 3. We have plenty of changes to the sport this year with tweaks to the regulations, a fresh looking spread of tyre compounds, and of course some changes to the roster of car manufacturers. It's goodbye to Sauber and hello once again to the classic name of Alfa Romeo in Formula One. It's also goodbye to Force India. They've been rebranded as Racing Point. Joining me to take you through all the action of the 2019 Formula One season is Anthony Davidson. And it's great to have you with us.
Thanks, Crofty. Always happy to be here, and I'm looking forward to getting underway. Last year was Mercedes' 5th Constructors' title in a row, although for the first half of the season it was absolutely neck and neck with the Ferraris. Hopefully this year we can see the chasing pack take that final step, as I'd love to see a championship contest all the way up to the final race in Abu Dhabi. Another story to keep an eye on is the performance of Red Bull, who have switched to the Honda power unit this year. What that will mean for both their performance and reliability remains to be seen.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Leclerc, Daniel Ricciardo, and Verstappen, Perez, Gasly, Magnussen, and Lance Stroll, Hülkenberg, Grosjean, Carlos Sainz, and Faber, Norris, the captain, Devon Butler, and Kimi Raikkonen, Albon, and George Russell ends our grid lineup. And now it's time to head down to the track.
The game forgot Ricciardo is not driving for Red Bull anymore. They put him up in P5.
Excellent job yesterday. We qualified above expectations. Let's go out there and put in a performance.
Yeah, I'm not going for a 3-stop. I'm going for a 2-stop, yeah. Okay. 58. I'm going with 59.5 laps of fuel. How many stops? Yeah, I'm going to only do 2 stops, not 3. Okay, that's the strategy I want. Let's get going for it then. No, I didn't readjust my wing.
No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions looking good.
Oh, my front right is very cold. I was going for the last burnout, okay. The autopilot kicked in right before I was going to do a last burnout. Oh well, whatever. starting ahead of Butler and right behind Weber. Fourteenth to 20th are all graduates from F2. Oh, come on. Had to be Butler, didn't it? But yeah, take a look at that. So F2 graduate, F2 graduate, F2 graduate, F2 graduate, F2 graduate. Oh, I forgot about Raikkonen. But yeah, 4 of the last 5, or 5 out of the last 6 drivers are graduates from F2. Yeah, they have better starts. Or maybe I'm sucking at the starts right now, but at least they gained off of me. Oh my god. I forgot about one thing. Not 2D.
Start.
Okay, so we are basically back to where we started.
To stay with him, he might make a mistake. He can still regain the position. DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Yeah.
Okay, battery's looking good. You can use overtake to get past.
They are looking good for now. Why do I have... It was very slow.
Plus 1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target plus 1.
What are you doing? Wow. What a knobhead. Oh, I looked up. Wait, what? He hits me in one side, I get damage in the other side. What happened? It was the rears, wasn't it? I didn't lock them up, but they didn't want to stop the car. Oh, come on. I don't want to flash back every single corner, but god damn it, man. I even went on the brakes earlier. Filed my... I missed my reference there. Oh. Oh, it's Russell.
Okay, clear.
Russell has issues. And yeah, he's out. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate.
George has dropped out of the race.
Second time in a row I missed that second, or that second last braking zone.
Okay, tyres still looking good, Nick. Let's keep them that way for as long as we can. Gap to car in front is 2.1 seconds.
Wow, it really threw me off that I... like... Oh, like the car understeered. I was sliding like through this corner. Like I came out too far. See, like this is not a good angle. My car slid. Like the front end just didn't bite. I lost grip in the front end, so that's why the car drifted so wide there. And then I tried to compensate. Ah! Let me try to figure out what's the difference between me with the racing line and without it. Because I feel like I'm losing time because I'm without it.
Car ahead is a second a lap faster than you. A new strategy is available on the MFD. Confirmed. Okay, gap ahead is 3.1 seconds.
I got a double downshift from the wheel there, that's why I lost the rear like that. Again! See that? That's why I have flashbacks on. Look at that. See how I went from 4th to 2nd? Not even 4th, I went from 5th to 2nd. I lost 3 gears with the push of one button. That's what I get for looking at chat.
Mind that front wing. It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage. take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
Okay, boys. Let's catch up with Raikkonen. I'm really going to try and catch up to him.
Our gap to the car in front is 4.3 seconds.
Yeah, in the graphic of the performance, Sauber are second last, or Alfa Romeo are second last. Really bad third sector again.
The gap to the car ahead is 7.9 seconds.
Oh god.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
I'm losing ERS just by being on medium. Yeah, I really enjoy the engine sounds. Even though I do like the F2 cars engine sound better or more.
That's P18. You're now in P18. Gap to car in front is 7.3 seconds. The car behind has come in. They're now on the soft tyre. Softs on the car behind. Right, come in at the end of this lap. You have 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining in the strategy.
Whew, okay, this was a rough first stint.
Go, go, go. We'll be doing one more stop
Wanna
today.
check the race director? Let's take a look at it. So only Ricciardo and myself have pitted. So you have Hamilton leading. Yeah, it's 1-2 for Mercedes. Then Ferrari. Perez is splitting both Red Bulls, which is great. Okay, then Haas and Racing Points completing top 10. Okay. Lucas Weber up to P12. Norris 14. Yeah, they basically where they were. Okay. Okay, pretty nice.
provide some information on Ricardo. They have an issue with their car. They're going to be slow.
Oh, Ricardo has an issue. That's unfortunate. But yeah, welcome to the Williams team. One car retires within the first 3 laps of the season. The other stays nowhere.
Raikkonen is stopping now.
Wow, did you see how much downshifts I got there? Or how many downshifts I got there?
is 12.0 seconds.
I'm over. My fastest lap is over 3 seconds slower than Bottas' fastest. How fast is Albon? I'll check.
Albon is ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 12.9.
God damn you.
Albon ahead. The gap to the car ahead is 13.4 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 1 lap old. We think they've got 2 stops remaining. The time last lap was a 1 minute 34.2.
They just did a 1 minute 34.
Albon's just ahead. Push for the position. Gap to car in front is 14.3 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 2 laps old. We think they've got 2 stops remaining. The time last lap was a 1:28.9.
Oh, 28. Wow. Is 2 seconds faster than me per lap. But yeah, we're really... the AI is really strong compared to last year. It's going to be a first couple races that are going to be tough. But well, just gotta try to do our job. At least we are beating our teammate. Don't think they can ask much more of us. Maybe towards the end we get a better strategy by pitting one less time. Can my wheel upshift past 6th gear, please? I swear to God, how many times am I going to try to upshift past 6th there and it just doesn't work? Oh, Ricciardo fixed his issues.
Is 18.3 seconds.
Yeah, is strong in Australia, but to be honest, I think they are much stronger at Bahrain.
Charge is low. If we turn down the ERS deployment, we can harvest more energy.
What the hell just happened?
blue flag, blue flag.
Yeah, that was my wheel.
The gap to the car ahead is 17.7 seconds. The car ahead has come in and fitted the soft tyre.
But yeah, just a tough day at the job. Oh, Ricciardo is down to 18th.
Ricardo is ahead of you. Gap to car in front is 8.2 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 1 lap old. We think they've got 2 stops remaining. The time last lap was a 1 minute 32.9.
Okay, they just beat it, that's all. That was weird. Why did... I haven't lost the rear. I haven't lost the rear this entire race there. I didn't even touch the inside curb. I guess it was the outside that unsettled the car, but still. Did you guys see how long I couldn't upshift there? Yeah, I'll try to do so.
flag.
I don't even have too high of force feedback. Like, my force feedback isn't too high. I'm on 120. It's not too high. It's just, yeah, it's... And it's an issue with the base, it's not with the wheel. Not with the rim of the wheel, it's with the base. That's where the issue is.
Blue flag. Okay, gap ahead is 17.6 seconds. Let's use some of this energy. Increase the ERS deployment.
Come on, really?
We're not racing the car behind. Let them past when you can.
What is... A moment. Something's wrong with my pedals. Why is it clicking? It runs 60. I can lower it. It's just that I enjoy feeling the car, you know. I'll lower it.
Flag.
Here comes Valtteri.
take. Gap to the car in front is 19.2 seconds.
I'm not sure. I feel like a clicking noise on my throttle. Downshift. I had to try 5 times to get out of 5th gear there. I'm not used to my other wheel anymore. You know, it's just... That wheel is so old as well.
Norris is stopping now.
Albon is out. Yeah, I know. I'm just not used to it anymore.
Yellow flag. Green flag. Blue flag. Let's use some of this energy.
Ah.
Blue flag conditions. Create a gap and let the car behind through.
I'm trying to make the car oversteer so I can get the corner done. But sometimes it's just too much. Oh my god, what was that? What? Did I get the curb or something? Yeah, I got the curb. Okay.
Blue flag, blue flag.
God damn it, can my car change gears? It would be nice.
Racing the car behind. Let them past when you can.
Like, I gave him space and everything.
Blue flag.
I'm sorry, Norris, my car decided to not... Oh god. Yep, that's it, I broke my pedal. See how it doesn't go back to 0? Well, I guess this is it for today. Yeah, it's not... It's just getting worse and worse. It's done. It's done, lads. I can't do it. Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. But yeah, I'll have to find a way to replace these then. And yeah, guess I'll just retire then. Yeah, that's what the clicking was. That's what the clicking was. It was the spring of the panel giving up.
Ferrari have really pulled it out of the bag today. It's a great win. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
I'd say it was down once again to good, consistent driving, nailing the corners, working to the track conditions, and perfecting the team's strategies. They got all of these things right today, and the results speak for themselves.
Here come our winners now. A thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again.
I actually don't know. I mean, at least at home. I don't know if I have pedals at home. Like, if I have any, are those plastic ones that come with the Thrustmaster T150.
The driver standings have changed. Sebastian Vettel is our new championship leader after a great result. Let's focus on the driver of the day, Anthony Davidson. Who do you pick?
Well, often my go-to would be a driver who's managed to pull off an impressive feat during the race. However, in this instance, I was more impressed by Nico Hülkenberg's clean driving throughout the event.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Ferrari take the lead at the top of the table. Well, that was certainly an incredible weekend of racing. Be sure to join myself and Ant for more exciting Formula One action soon.
I don't know, Sid. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, things didn't really go your way today. Let's have your take. That crash looked pretty serious. Can you walk me through what happened? It wasn't the cleanest race today, was it?
Yeah.
Well, thanks anyway.
Well, that's how it goes sometimes. It's just Just disappointing, really. We are leading the rival against Russell.
Great work. That's exactly the kind of result I'm looking for. Keep it up. Looks like one of your rivals has also been invited to a historical event. This could be a good opportunity to play up your rivalry for the press and expand your reputation. You're not the only driver to be hounded by the press. Emails like the one I've just sent you will give you an insight on how your former Formula 2 rivals are handling the press. Be sure to check your emails regularly, as I'll be sure to send you any of the more, let's say, interesting press transcripts that come my way.
Not a good way. How do you think they'll... Okay, I feel Manning will take it on the chin and use it as an opportunity to determine exactly what went wrong out there today. They are a fantastic driver. Typo there. Are these the pedals off of the other Thrustmaster? These are the T3PA Pro pedals. This is like the top of the line of Thrustmaster pedals. I can't scroll down. Oh, I can, okay. Not at all, it's unfortunate, really. We started really well, but unfortunately I got a little bit carried away, which led to some minor mistakes, which eventually resulted in a collision. I'll be sure to reflect on these in the future races and not play as aggressively, especially in some of those tighter corners. Unfortunately so, I don't want to blame the team as they did a fantastic job throughout the event, but I did have times where I felt as if the car was lacking downforce required to get around some of those more tricky off corners. They shouldn't brake well. I did break them. Nothing else I can say about that, really. Yeah, let's just go to the next Grand Prix weekend. And yeah, see if we get any notifications. And I don't know, if I don't get a set of pedals tomorrow, I mean today, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you can listen to them.
Practice sessions are vital for the continuing development of the car, but if you need to, you can choose to simulate the session instead. It won't be as effective as having you behind the wheel directly, but it's better than missing the session entirely.
Okay, so yeah, I guess this is it. Hope you guys enjoyed it, the little I could show you. And yeah, hope to see you guys next time. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.